What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy Wildcard Mar in the building. Detroit Mail, the man with the Grandmaster plan to my left.
What up, though?
We are here, I.O.W Sports, episode 158. Yes, we are in the building. How's everybody doing today? Happy Monday. Happy Monday, the start of another work week. If you are alive, breathing air, it's always a good day. Today was a good day.
Right.
And we made it another day. Talk some sports. But go ahead. Y'all going over YouTube. I.O.W Sports Network at YouTube. That is the YouTube channel. Please go give us a like, share, subscribe. That's where all the content is held. I know some people been messaging me like, yo, what's up with y'all YouTube? YouTube been acting janky on it, so we streaming off our other sister page. You see the t-shirt, I.O.W podcast. Y'all can also check that one out. I mean, you looking at two of the hardest working man in podcast industry right here.
What up, Matt? What up, though?
But no, definitely I.O.W Sports Network is the YouTube page. Please go give us a like, share, subscribe, follow, spread the word what we got going on, and going over to our Instagram account as well, I.O.W Sports Network. Take a moment to give us a like, share, subscribe over there. Pause for the calls from your Instagram models, and then what they call them, Instagram models. I be seeing I ain't never seen no Victoria's Secret models doing what they doing on Instagram.
I ain't mad at them though.
I don't know. I ain't mad. I mean,
Mad at them.
Instagram turns into OnlyFans page.
Right.
This guy.
Turn the phone up.
But like you be trying to lift on your phone, like you better see something more.
I might switch it over to the iPad so I get a bigger picture.
No, give us a follow on Instagram, I.O.W Sports Network, and then you can always pause from your Twitter beefs. Trigger fingers turn to Twitter fingers. Pause on the Twitter fingers. And getting fights and stuff on Twitter. And come on over, I.O.W Sports 1 on Twitter and follow us and share the madness on Twitter with us.
Right.
And most importantly, going over to Facebook, I.O.W Sports Network, because there is a public page. And we're talking to you, the public. This is your time to shine. You can go ahead and give your, sports take, spark a debate.
39-15.
You can always drop a funny sports meme.
All right.
You could drop some content. If you got a sports podcast, let the people know. More than likely you'll probably do a collab. We love collabing with people. Definitely for sure. Because we emphasize on the network part.
That's right.
We emphasize on the network part. We all can eat. We all trying to make it. And we know how this grind is very difficult in the podcast world. So we know. So hey, somebody get there, we all get there. I'm just saying.
I'm with it.
And then most importantly, you see the Cash App, I.O.W Sports Network. It's because if you send $30 to that Cash App, send us an address. In return, you see this official I.O.W Sports Network cap? It's so official. It's so exclusive. Is it? What? There's 3 people that got it?
3 people.
Him, Detroit Mail, moi, Wildcard Mar, and one of our biggest viewers, followers, big homie Matt. He got one.
All right.
So there's 3 people in the whole world. How many people in the world?
20.
No. But I mean, like overall, like how many people in the world? Like almost 10 billion, 8 billion.
You go like a census taker.
I mean, I thought you was like the book smarts of the two.
Something like that.
But no, that many people in the world. 3. That's how exclusive that hat is. So please go show us some love. Cop the hat. Let's jump in the comments. Who we got in the building with us today? Of course, Matt's in the building.
7 billion.
Yeah, 7 billion. Thank you.
Shoot, half of them in China. Other half in India.
And the other half in New York.
Right.
I never understood that about New York. Like y'all, like cats be living on top of each other, joint, like on top of each other. Like damn. Like be packing that bit like sardines, man.
Yeah, you got that many people, you gotta put them somewhere.
Just keep going up.
Keep going up. Shoot, they ran out of room.
New
California ran out of room.
First of all, New York ran out of room. They been ran out of room.
They'll start building houses in dang on Hudson River.
No, they building houses underneath.
Yeah,
I swear they are. Like, you know, of all them buildings, they
Mhm.
they start putting them down in the ground.
Man, ain't no joke though. Boy. I bet, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no joke.
Man, it's nuts.
I know I saw one time this documentary that's talking about not just in New York, but just because of population period, they start turning old parking garages into apartments.
Oh yeah, they gonna start anything that's been abandoned.
Mm-hmm.
They either gonna refurbish it or they just gonna tear it down and rebuild something
like building it like
inside.
Inside.
Oh
like,
yeah.
they ain't refurbishing it. It's like the parking spots and all that stuff gonna be apartments. it was crazy how they had it though. They so each apartment is fitted with a 3D printer. So you print your cup and your plates and bowls, and then you finish where you just toss it and print some more. You got safe space.
Wow.
For real, it was crazy, man.
What was this at?
It was just I can't remember. I
Some
saw
kind
a
of
documentary
okay.
like 5 or 6 years ago.
So you still had to deal with the elements, whatever came in?
No, I mean it's sealed up.
Okay.
But it's like it's small.
Oh,
you know
okay.
what I'm saying? How like you imagine like they take a part of the parking spot, put walls in, put one of those what you call it, compost toilets in there, all that kind of stuff, and it's like a studio apartment.
And it's like mad tiny,
but you know,
and it's just like New York.
Gotta find a spot to live. So that's how it was, bro. It was crazy.
Bro, I did an Airbnb in Jersey City, and that joint was dumb small. I was like, damn. And there's 2 bedrooms, small ass kitchen. like if you can't cook and you burn some shit, your house is fucked up for a good minute, dog.
Yeah. Smell like everywhere. That don't mean it. Master, that's part of the reason why I like animals more than people.
I mean, like literally, like man, you burn something in the crib, bro. This thing gonna stink in the house.
I ain't gonna lie though, man. As expensive as LA is, I went at Airbnb downtown LA, and it really wasn't that bad. It was a nice size apartment.
Yeah. Speaking of LA, off subject, even though we're gonna get into some sports. I saw after they hired Darvin Ham, Lakers did. One of the assistant coaches just hired today, Rasheed Wallace.
Oh yeah,
I like that. I like that as a Laker fan, is because Rasheed Wallace brings that mindset like a Draymond Green, and we'll tie that into going into the finals. But Rasheed Wallace had a reputation, get technical fouls. Well, but he played basketball very to the line. He's one of those type of players that I didn't say bend the rules, but he played hard nosed, tough, to the whistle. And some people may have called him dirty. Some people say, hey, he's one of those type of people that I would want on my team. I would hate to play against him.
Right.
I mean, and then you look at the attitude he brings. That Pistons team had a certain attitude, but when he joined that 2004 Pistons team, he brought a different type of attitude.
Street. That's right.
Yeah.
Street baller.
Like just yeah, and brought just that certain juice to the locker room. Like, bruh, like he gonna hold you accountable because he's gonna hold himself accountable, but he's gonna raise, the intensity, the where it just left the tip of my tongue, but
it'll come back.
Yeah, it'll come back. It's the weed. No, but urgency. He pushed the urgency, to be great and to maximize effort.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so, I love it because that's what the Lakers need. And the biggest person that needs to buy in is LeBron. Because there were too many instances this year. You see him walking off the court, not finishing possessions, not blocking out, and then he's doing a lot of finger pointing. He needs to be the one that buys in the most. What you think, big homie?
Good luck.
Good luck.
Well, here's my thing. I say this.
Damn, good luck. Like, damn, you ain't got no faith.
Good luck.
No faith, bro.
Man, but see, here's the thing. I think the Lakers' problem, he'll also throw hands if need be.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Rasheed was about it.
My thing is like,
she was about it.
It's not even about Rasheed. It's not even about Ham. It's about the organizational structure.
Yeah, but I think they're actually making an actual effort to change
But
it.
you still got Phil Jackson still there.
Thank you, sir. No, Phil Jackson ain't there.
He ain't getting them.
No, Jeannie Buss trying to change it around, man.
Okay, last I checked, he was there, and so was Glasses Man.
Or Palinka?
No, what's up, man? Kurt
Rambis?
Yeah,
Kurt Rambis? Wait, no, bro. I can't stand you, dog. Bro, you know good and damn well they ain't been in that damn building.
They like the ghosts of them two still there.
Kurt Rambis didn't do nothing for them.
Yeah. No, but I think if they get the organization right,
mm-hmm.
and the organization not like saying, okay, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do that, and let my man freely coach,
mm-hmm.
then it can work. Then you still got to deal with the salary cap thing.
Yeah.
You got to deal with what you're going to do with Westbrook.
They not. They keep saying they're going to keep him. But you know what? That's just by default. Let's be honest. And they trying to save the funk on that. The only reason why they're saying, "Oh, we're going to keep Westbrook," is because nobody's taking on that $47 million for Westbrook.
Right. I mean, same thing with it's like a Baker Mayfield thing.
Oh yeah.
What you gonna do? Who wants him? Yeah, who wants him? You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. And so, like, we can. Okay, let me say this. You can talk about Westbrook's basketball skills. You know, the mistakes he make, everybody. Blah, blah. We can go through that all day long, but
he wasn't the only one at fault.
I'm just saying. Let me say this.
Yeah.
Someone would take a chance on Westbrook if it went for the $47 million.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think the $47 million plays more of a part than
anything. Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Without a doubt.
Yeah. So I think that's the thing. It's like, yeah, I might take a chance, but
damn, that $47 million.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, are you willing to eat some of that?
Right.
No, Lakers will have to eat some of that if they're really serious about moving.
If I was the Lakers,
it's the same with Baker. Both those franchises are going to have to eat some of that salary if they want to move him, if they're serious about moving them.
I know. Here's the thing: the problem with the Lakers is the problem with places like Boston. When you got this pedigree, when you got this, long history of winning and stuff like that, that the pressure's on to win all the time.
To win. So stay there for a second. Stay there for a second.
Go ahead. I'm not going off of that, but go ahead.
So imagine Boston wins this finals. It puts that more pressure and urgency for the Lakers to make certain moves.
It does.
To keep it's an arms race.
Mm-hmm. To keep because now we tied.
Yeah.
Now they up one.
Yeah.
But here's another part to that. Another layer to that.
Mm-hmm.
So that pressure means that we got to win now.
Mm-hmm.
But the way to really fix this organization is maybe a long-term plan. Eat some of that cap, get rid of Westbrook. You know what I'm saying? If need be, if you got to get a LeBron, move him.
And I get you.
But could you bring in young players? Because that's your future.
Oh, come on, man. See, but that brings me to the original problem as a Laker fan is that you're talking about that long-term building with young, is that they had that.
I know. Yeah, we know that.
They already had it.
They had it.
And bloof.
Mm-hmm.
And here's what's been my main argument about that bubble ring in 2020.
Okay.
Is you jeopardize a long-term future.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I'm not saying that team would have won championships right off the bat, but if you get the right coaching, get LeBron to buy in into using his young talent around him,
right?
You could have, easily made the playoffs.
Oh yeah.
I'm not saying you would have won a championship off the bat, but you would have been building something for the long term and building a team.
Going to the playoffs and depends on how deep you get. Gives them young
experience,
gives them to think we can do this.
For example, young Boston Celtics team that's in the finals now, they've been in playoffs a lot together. So it's like you build it. It's not going to be instant,
Right.
And my thing is Lakers blew up that long-term future with young players for one measly bubble ring, an aging superstar, another superstar that costs too much damn money, and a damn fragile, fragile motherfucker.
Yep.
Which now, there's no way I see this team currently constructed ever getting a championship. So you sacrifice all that for one championship? This is to me, this is not even Thanos like type of thinking right here.
Right.
Like
dumb.
you know, if I'm going to obliterate some shit, I'm like, if I'm going to sacrifice, it's going to be worth it.
Everybody gotta go. It'd be a fire.
What did it cost you? Everything.
Everything. It'd be a fire sale. Everybody gotta go.
So that's always been my main beef with the Lakers situation.
That's also when I see that problem. It's like,
yeah,
where's your long term plan? I don't see a long term plan. I see win now. Well, you only got so many treads on the tires with LeBron. Mm-hmm. He's not even making the whole season anymore.
Nope.
Westbrook is erratic. AD is,
that's putting it lightly.
AD is 5 games in, he hurt. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Your space is gone.
You better hope you get Anthony Davis 50% of the time.
You better off letting Anthony Davis sit out most of the time and get him ready for the playoffs. If you
come back second half of the season.
You know what I'm saying? Second half of the season.
Hey, bro, just
at least he can help you push to the playoffs if y'all make it.
Hey, bro, just live in the bubble.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
for real.
Jake Gyllenhaal his ass.
Right.
For real. Be like, bro, don't do nothing. We'll get you out the bubble after All-Star break. All right. All right.
I mean, for real though,
just
man.
make sure you're ready after All-Star break.
And that's the issue I see with the Lakers, man. It's like this win now thing has ruined them.
It's cost them so much.
It cost them so much. So it's like, y'all niggas hit.
But I like the hire of Darvin Ham and him getting Rasheed Wallace. It's going to bring that type of attitude that the Lakers desperately need, because if you want to win championships, there needs to be accountability.
Right.
There needs to be effort.
Right.
And it needs to be a team, not just like a whole bunch of guys with all-star appearances and all-pro first team, this, second team, that, and third team, that shit. All that shit don't mean nothing. What you do on the court? Like, hey, damn them triple doubles. Like, don't be giving me 10 turnovers and a triple double, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be giving me no half-ass effort.
Stats are good though.
Nah, damn that. Is we winning or is we ain't? Is we winning or is we ain't?
It got me on the
and I'm talking about championships.
It got me on the list of 75.
Oh, got you on the list of 75? Shit. And I hated that damn list. I butcher that. I throw a flamethrower to that motherfucker. But anyway, I just think that's a good hire, and hopefully, you know, King James can be the spearhead to buy in, because as I see it right now, I don't ever see him win another championship. So, but you know, if they buy in, you never know. You never know.
It ain't happening. They need too much.
Too much. So it's been 2 games in the series, NBA Finals. Yes, we are at NBA Finals time. Thursday, you had game 1. You had the back and forth matchup. Spoke about it on the late night show. Boston gets that victory. They go up 1-0. Then last night had game 2.
I agree, Matt.
Game 2. You know, I'm not going to say I'm surprised at Golden State, just because, you know, I know how sports entertainment works. Hey. You know how we keeps it funky here. We keeps it real. We keeps it crazy. You know, I watch WWE. All right. And they did have a Hell in a Cell pay-per-view last night. So I was kind of like back and forth on, you know, TV and phone, like watching, you know, the finals. But yes, there's real physical elements involved in it. And there's also things that can be manipulated to turn the action a certain way.
Okay.
And some mysterious fouls called. My biggest thing is that situation with Draymond and Jaylen Brown. Any other time, that's a double tap, and that would have been his second tag, and he'd been up out of there.
I'm looking at the play. Itself. Draymond didn't do anything to me that was egregious. He jumped. Unless you want to say like the little thing he did that's on the ground, but that was enough for me to make a double tap.
I agree with you, but I'm saying I've seen that called a technical.
I have,
especially with him.
I have,
and so you know that would have been his second one. all I'm saying is that we talked about it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Be consistent with it.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm always saying that. But here's what I want to say though. I want to say this too. Jaylen Brown has no ground to stand on talking about.
And pull my pants down and do. I saw that little interview.
Here's my thing.
Yeah,
they got away with a lot of stuff against Brooklyn.
Oh yeah,
they got away with a lot of stuff against Milwaukee.
You're absolutely right.
They got away with a lot of stuff against
and
Miami.
That's you are absolutely right.
You have no, to me, you have no ground to stand on here. Y'all got away with a lot. I got away with a lot of stuff.
Hey, she was just on the other foot.
Right now, it's happening to you. Oh well,
but I'm saying it's just game 2.
Yeah,
it's just game 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll say this:
in 5, 6 tops. That's what.
I'll say this: when the officiating, it was weird in game 2 than it was in game 1. Game 1, they was pretty much letting them play.
Mm-hmm.
They was. I was actually pleasantly surprised that they let. That the rest pretty much were non-existent. They called egregious shit, stuff that you had to call because that's absolutely a foul.
Right.
But for the most part in game 1, they let them play.
Mm-hmm.
Game 2, I was expecting Golden State to win, just because in my gut feeling how the NBA and the sports entertainment system works, no way you're gonna let Golden State go back to Boston down 0-2. I just thought that was no way that the NBA was going to let that happen.
Right.
So there's no way. Obviously, let's be realistic. The longer the series goes, the more revenue that comes, more viewership, and let's be frank. NBA, NFL, they operate off of viewership.
Mm-hmm.
So that you do have to take that into account. I'm not saying that anything is fixed. All I'm saying is that there's the way that some things are officiated, it's apparent. I'm just being honest. It's plain to see. I think it is. I don't know how everybody else feels. And I'm not saying it's rigged. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is that
smell like it.
No, I'm just saying I'm just saying officiating games a certain way and not how is, and there's no consistent way. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man. I mean, look at some of them fouls yesterday in that game. I'm just like, really? Are we really doing that? Shout out to Man Down Sports, Mel hopped in, and a lot of people be like,
here we go.
No. They be like, yo, you drinking the Melvin Wall Kool-Aid? I'm like, no. It's like you got to understand this sports entertainment. And these entities are still trying to entertain you because that's what brings in viewership, which brings in more money, period. You know what I'm saying? I'll read Mel's comments because he goes into a little bit deeper. He goes, Steve Javie explained it perfectly. The refs have a responsibility to give certain guys the benefit of the doubt for entertainment purpose. The NBA is selling entertainment first, basketball second, which I 100% agree with. NFL is the same way. They're, selling you entertainment first, football second. It's the same way. What Steve Javie explained is not in the rule book. So it's more like a technicality to get past the rule book. So if you really think about it, so it's not technically illegal.
Right.
It's not really breaking a rule. But my thing is if it feels fishy, smells fishy,
walk like a duck.
Hey,
talk like a duck.
Hey, it ain't no pigeon.
Must be Daffy.
So you got that 100% right, man. They got to sell the brand first. How do you make more money? First you got to capture your local audience. Then you got to capture your national audience, and then you want to try to capture an international audience. What do you think the NFL is doing? Why do you think they putting games in London, Mexico, now Germany? They're trying to build fan bases international because it means more money.
Right.
Come on, y'all. Come on. You got to see the bigger picture. I know we all love sports. It's still an element of sports in there. It's just not as important as the entertainment and branding side anymore. And that's due to, social media, more or less. But I'm not gonna sit on that box too long. But I do feel that the officiating geared it a little bit. But looking at the game, you can't cap. So let's look at this from Golden State side.
Okay.
Golden State, they have a lot of weaponry on offensive side.
Okay.
Obviously, you start with Steph, start with Clay. We got to talk about Clay. What's up with Clay?
I don't know, man. Clay just been.
What is Clay okay?
He have his games though. You know what I'm saying? He gonna step in and he gonna have his game.
I'm just saying, like is Clay okay?
He hasn't been the same.
I don't know. Was he messing with a Jenner chick or Kardashian chick that we don't know about?
He might have been.
I mean, we know how you get with them, and then all of a sudden your career just go another way, dog. I mean, like is homeboy messing with one of them Jenner Kardashian chicks? I mean, if he is.
The Kardashians more like it's worse than Erykah Badu.
Somebody need to go save your boy.
They worse than Erykah Badu. You see Erykah Badu be doing to rappers.
Bang lady.
Erykah Badu is on rappers and the Kardashians on basketball players.
It's sports athletes.
Oh yeah, sports athletes.
Yeah, because they didn't got some football players too, bro. But no, you look at Klay Thompson, 4-19 shooting. In last night's game, you know what I'm saying? Didn't shoot too particularly well in the loss neither. You know what I'm saying? He went where'd he go? 6 of 14. So he's not playing good in a win, and he's not playing good in a loss. He's just not playing good.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there's something more to Klay, because I don't think he was even playing too well even in the Dallas series in the Western Conference Finals neither.
Yeah.
So
he had his games.
Yeah, he had. He'll have his moments where he'll put up a good shot, or he'll make a good defensive play. But you look at him to be a big piece of the contribution side on the offense, and luckily they have Jordan Poole.
Yeah,
did his thing last night. How great is that? One of your top scorers isn't doing so well, so you get a guy in Jordan Poole who's pretty much pulling up from the damn logo at half court in the quarter, and he like nets it. Didn't even touch rim, just like how beneficial is that to have?
Right.
For him to just easily add some scoring. Gary Payton came back last night. He really didn't do too much. But it was pretty much Steph doing his thing. Kevin Looney still going on a crazy tear, rebounding his ass off and giving good energy minutes. Andrew Wiggins is still playing phenomenal defense. He got to shoot better though. He can't go 4 for 12.
Right.
Even though the score is 107-88, that could have been a bigger blowout in my opinion. Had Golden State shot just a little bit better.
But that's been the issue too. It's like they go on these runs and then they just go on these droughts, or they start doing a whole lot of turnovers and stuff like that. I'm like, you think about it, they play Memphis, Dallas, Denver.
Yeah,
those teams don't have enough firepower behind them.
Yeah,
to overcome or take advantage. I say much better word. Take advantage of those mistakes. So that's kind of how they kind of was able to get over those mistakes. Boston's a different beast, a different animal.
Yeah,
plus they play better defense.
Yeah.
So you look at those elements, they can be in trouble in this series. Keep going down the same road with the turnovers, these laps and shootings and stuff like that. They need to either change some things offensive wise when they get up. I'm not saying like slow walk it, but maybe just look for the better shots that all these threes into Looney. Let Wiggins start to take over a little bit. That kind of slows the game down a little bit. Yeah. And it's not allow those errant passes or shooting those threes when you miss long kick out fast breaks.
Yeah.
So you got. I think that's a little better for them.
Oh no, that is good defense. 15 steals is always a good defense.
Yeah. They both on playing good defense.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying. On top of that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're like you see a couple times. Steph threw the ball out of bounds, or a couple times they throwing passes to invisible people. Stuff like that.
You be like, yo, who you throwing the ball to? Well, I mean,
miscues.
But we said that before. Like Warriors get too cute sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
They start playing like they damn Harlem Globetrotters sometime, and
the Lakers, not the Lakers. The Celtics playing those passing lanes, and waiting,
and they're waiting for them.
So they gotta be smarter with the ball.
Yeah,
I think they be smarter with the ball. They can easily win this season. I'm not saying that the Celtics not a great team. I think that Golden State is deeper.
Oh no, they are totally deeper. But I mean, it's just you still win a game with Steph going 9 for 21.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a great shooting night.
Right.
Clay goes 4 for 19. Andrew Wiggins 4 for 12. So you got 3 of your starters that's really not shooting too particularly well, and 2 of them you counting on to actually be your scoring parts.
Right.
So that's what when you have a Jordan Poole coming off the bench, still giving you 17, that can help a little bit. I mean, honestly, yeah. I mean, and Gary Payton, he only shot 3 times, but he made all 3. That helps a little bit. And defense that they're going to play, it's definitely. But let's look at this from the Boston side. Al Horford. I mean, Marcus Smart. Robert Williams, 3 starters, and 6 points between the 3 y'all motherfuckers. What?
They sharing.
What?
Sharing points.
What is we doing?
That's been Boston though. That's been the whole playoffs. That's been in the whole playoffs, man. You look at Tatum have up and down games. You hear the story after they lost. Oh, I gotta play better.
Yeah, I mean, Jaylen Brown didn't even play too well.
And then come back the next game and Tatum gets off.
Jaylen Brown didn't have a great game. He squeaked through 17 points on 17 shots, so he's making a point a shot. So I mean,
yeah, they did, Matt.
But Jason Tatum, he shot right under 50%. So I mean, luckily he went 6 for 9 from downtown. So his stat sheet looks a little bit better. But like overall as a team, they didn't shoot. They didn't shoot too great.
Right.
All the shots that they were making in game 1 just totally disappeared.
That's just been it though, man. What keeps them in games is their defense.
Like what's homeboy's name? Derek White.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, bro. You go 4 for 13. I get that you had some key shots last Thursday, game 1. I get it. You were part of that run that brought you back, help keep Golden State scoreless for 5 minutes, and y'all went on that epic run to close out the 4th and end up turning that game into a blowout.
Right.
Halfway 4th quarter. I get it. But you go 4 for 13 on this game? Come on, cuz. What are we doing? Like I know you was feeling it. Them shots ain't falling today, bro. Let it go. I think you better let it go. Pass the ball, Negro. But come on, bro.
Pass the ball.
Pass the ball, motherfucker. Don't shoot. No more. No mo. NOMO. No mo. Like, nah, play that ain't it.
What you
Be like, hey, cuz, don't you do it. Hey, run over, snatch the ball out of his hand.
So we don't do that here.
No, they had to change the lineup. Because you got to understand, as much as I love Andre Iguodala, didn't play a lot in the playoffs, been months since he played, gave in some good effort on Thursday, but you had 3 days off, and he hurt and couldn't make the game. Luckily, Gary Payton was healthy enough to come back since he had his elbow injury.
Right.
So, honestly, it's not a bad trade-off. It's really not.
It's not.
I
mean, you got to think about the worst. They didn't play on Wiseman.
I've been saying that from the beginning, man. Imagine if Wiseman was 100% healthy and playing. This is a different series.
Different series, bro.
Because Kayvon Looney is playing his ass off, which I said he was going to have to do anyway, because he's still going on a great streak,
right?
Rebounding left and right.
Even Otto Porter come in every now.
Yeah, Otto Porter, right? Yeah.
It's like, look at Granddad out there.
look at Wilt Grandbaby. Wilt Grandbaby. He need to go do a DNA search, bro.
Really do.
Because like I'm talking about the resemblance is too alike. I think me and Matt call that man Otto Wilt.
Wait, we had to bring it up, man.
Otto Wilt Chamberlain Jr. Porter.
Gala went to one of Mel's favorite colleges.
Yeah. You know how Matt do. He likes to sneak Arizona, Florida Gators, Yankees, Giants into anything.
Right.
You see, he don't insert the Knicks nowhere.
Why would you?
The motherfuckers ain't even worth it to talk about.
It looks like an illegitimate child. I don't even mention them at all.
Like hey,
are you my daddy?
I remember back in the old days, like you wouldn't know if somebody was your daddy, like a dude that had a family on the whole other side of town,
right?
And wouldn't even know until you just all of a sudden you be like, yo, you look familiar.
You going to school with your brother?
Be like, who your daddy?
Right.
You gotta ask questions, dog.
Right, you going to school with your brother? Don't even know.
Hey, Maury fucked the game up, bro.
Oh look, now they want to do DNA tests going on shows.
Maury fucked the game up,
on,
bro.
Boy, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he like
having 2 or 3 families.
Hey, Otto Porter need to get one of damn one of Will's family members on Maury before Maury retires. That should be Maury's last episode, dog.
Ain't Will Chamberlain dead?
No, you get some family members.
I mean, I'm sure somebody
living.
There's a few people around because Nick. I mean, Will say he had 1,000 of them.
Somebody
got some DNA. Sure, 1,000. Somebody got some DNA, right?
Bro, I can't. Somebody got DNA somewhere. Because the way they were talking about Walt, that boy was spraying DNA everywhere.
That nigga was a farmer. Spreading seeds everywhere.
You're gonna see.
Hey, he took the Bible literally, cast your bread on many waters.
Oh shit!
They wasn't talking about that, okay?
Oh, I can't. But no, he should look into that. And if Maury used that for the last episode, we gonna come back to this episode right. Like, nah, y'all owe some royalties for this shit.
Starts baseline lefty on Horace Grant and Jordan.
That's all I really got.
That's a good play, man. One of my favorite plays.
Yeah, that's that'll play that'll. And you notice it never happened again.
George's like, oh, that's what you got? Oh,
yeah.
Bad. I got you.
Hey, you got to get it one time only.
Man, everybody get dunked on, man.
Hey, everybody. No, everybody. I just seen.
If you gonna put forth maximum effort, you gonna get dunked on.
Oh yeah, I didn't see Kobe get his. I didn't see Bron get his.
Right.
See Jordan get his. Everybody get it.
Everybody get it.
The smart ones just get it the hell out the way.
Just move. I just walk
I'll be like,
you got that.
Business decision.
I ain't getting on nobody's poster.
I don't get. Do I get royalties for being a motherfucker with nuts on my forehead on the poster?
I'm one of them niggas. I you out the air. I'll take the check.
Straight up.
I'll
take the check.
I'll leave your chin on the rim.
Nah, I just hold you. What you get up there? I'm just gonna bear hug you.
I'd rather leave your chin on the rim.
Nah, I'm just gonna bear hug you. I'm gonna hold you like a little baby, like a sack of potatoes. Nah, they're not. I'll take the foul.
Ain't ducking on nobody.
Ain't ducking on me.
Ain't ducking on nobody. Not for this.
Give him a good nut check.
That's it.
Put that elbow up.
You through for the day.
Oh, you gonna dunk?
Dunk these nuts, nigga.
Oh, they call you the nutcracker?
Pause. Pause.
Passing through the storm. Crunching on your balls.
All right. See how niggas do.
No, man. No, real talk. Interesting series now. It's dope to see that we're definitely gonna get some good back and forth matches. Look, there was no way Boston was gonna go back to Boston up 2-0. All right, let's just be real about that. I just didn't expect it to be that much of a blowout. Like, come on, really. Three starters, 6 points. That's ridiculous. I don't know what the hell that's about. And especially from 3 players that's been playing well.
Mm-hmm.
This Boston team has, coming into the series, Boston and Golden State kind of had mirror each other where they're getting contributions up and down the whole lineup from everybody.
Right.
Like, you never know who's going to tap in the game and just, do something phenomenal stat wise for you that night. And they've been, both teams kind of been that way.
Right.
And 6 points from 3 of your starters. That's just
see what next game they'll be getting off. That's how it always works. That's how I've been working, man. For Boston, all throughout the series, it's been like that.
I will say this.
Throughout the playoffs.
I will say this. Jason Tatum, in game 1, like, if people are performing like that where he wasn't shooting too well, because he wasn't. He was looking like Dookie in game 1 offensively, but you look at his other stat sheet. I mean, the man still put in crazy assists. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, 13 assists, still put up a double points wise. But if you're not going to contribute points wise, you better be doing something else. You better be playing hellified defense. You better be rebounding. Better be assisting. You better be doing something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're not just gonna give me 2 points and do nothing else.
I'm talking about Matt.
This is a sports podcast, so I gotta let people know that are watching and listening about relevant sports teams. Oh my gosh,
just gotta sneak it in, though.
Of course, he gotta sneak it in. He gotta sneak it in. I'll let him have it. I'll let him have it because he's right. He's actually right about the Yankees. They actually made the list of what we're going to talk about today. And since Matt has brought us there, what can you say that hasn't been said about the Yankees so far?
Got him.
Got him. I mean, they're balling.
Yeah, they're good, man.
As Matt says, 39-15 is the best record in baseball, but just the way they're doing it.
The Mets ain't too far behind.
Yeah, but it's the way they're doing it, though. I mean, you're talking about being dominant.
But let me ask you this: which is more impressive, the Mets or the Yankees? Because the Mets are out of 2 of their starting pitchers.
I mean, don't get me wrong, that is impressive. It is, but
I'm not a Mets fan. I just want everybody.
But I mean, New York should be happy right now.
Right,
both teams are doing damn good, playing damn good baseball.
Mm-hmm.
But I get what you're saying about how they're doing it. With 2 of their starters, obviously, Scherzer and DeGrom are pretty much hurt. Scherzer's going to be out. They said about 4 or 6 weeks. DeGrom, I don't even know when he's going to come back. He missed a lot of time last year, so he hasn't even suited up yet. So, it is impressive.
Mm-hmm.
But Yankees pitching staff last week, 3 of their starters in consecutive nights took no bids until like the 6th or 7th inning. Correct me if I'm wrong, man. I know you know. It was Italian and Garrett Cole both went 6 innings, 6 2/3 with no-nos intact.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're getting dominating pitching, and you're getting Aaron Judge, who's been on a hell of a tear.
Right.
He's been flaming hot,
fuego
hot. Don't even pitch anything close to the strike zone to that big fella, that big defensive end playing outfielder.
Right.
Then he's putting up top plays and snatching home runs from Tony out in center field. So, so it's like when you get that combination of dominant pitching, hot hitting, and you put it together, I mean, What are you doing like that?
Yeah, man. I mean, they look good, man. They look good. Just hope they just keep it up. Barring any injuries. Just hope they keep it up.
Well, I mean,
what up, Jamel? Because it's early.
Stan already hurt.
It's still early in the season.
Yeah, it's 2 months in.
And I'm not taking nothing away from him. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
No problem, bro. What Matt say?
Yeah. Thank you, Matt. That's
took a perfect into eighth.
That's what I was talking about last week. Yeah, Talon took a perfect into the eighth. Cole went 6 2/3, and Cortez went a no into the eighth. So that's so that's how. Now I finally came back to the studio, man.
Get the other camera fixed. I mean, it is what it is, but we got other camera fixed. Did we really have it?
He's just being a production guy. He's being so perfect right now. He's like, yeah, you gotta get the camera working. No, but like dominant pitching, hot hitting, you can't beat it. The Mets are doing it as well. When you look at the Yankees, though, and I know Matt's happy about the Red Sox. They're at the bottom.
Me too.
Well, I know you are too, but they're at 27. They finally hit 500. So they're not as and I really don't like talking baseball because here my Royals are. They're the worst team in baseball right now. Coach. Our hitting coach, I should say.
Boston. What you mean? I say I be supporting the best I can. I'm showering in an apartment. Showing an apartment.
So, yeah. Now you good, bro. You good, bro. Come on. We know it's fuck Boston, man. I know.
I'm with you on that one.
That's such a New York in that guy. Being a Yankees fan.
With you on that one.
I ain't mad at it. I'm a Lakers fan, which is where I've been seeing this trend. These so-called Los Angeles Boston Celtics fans, like Los Angeles Celtics fans. They're like,
how is that possible?
I don't know. It's because ever since the Jason Tatum wearing the Kobe armband, they're like there's Lakers fans who love
he said word
Kobe.
Man, fuck Boston, but the Celtics
are rooting for the Celtics for some reason.
I'm Jersey through and through. But here's the thing. I'll say this. I never was a Boston fan. Being a Yankees fan, I'm a Tigers fan. Being a Pistons fan, can't stand Boston. But I will say this Celtics team, in some ways, you want to get behind them. So you want to look past that Boston green and kind of get behind them because those guys are likable. They are to me.
Nah, I can't. I can't.
You say you can't?
Whoa. Breaking news. Rams giving all-pro defensive tackle Aaron Donald 2 years, $60 million contract extension.
I guess he ain't retiring.
No, he ain't retiring. That is from Adam Schefter, for Sources. Well, that shifts it. $30 million a year.
I mean, that's good.
I mean, why would you not?
Like I said the last time when we brought it up, I think it was me and Nick was talking. I can't remember the time it was me and Nick and would just be by myself. But anyway, my thing with that is that you don't give him long term because he's getting up there.
Mm-hmm.
He's already talking about retirement, so he ain't gonna play too much longer anyway. Short term, like you enough push to make another run. But I would still get a young defensive player in there that he can kind of, bring along, take a spot. That's what I would be doing.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But here's my thing. Aaron Donald's 31.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not like a JJ Watt at 32, 33.
No.
Because JJ Watt's about almost the same age, 32, 33, somewhere around there.
Right.
But obviously you see the injury things that he's had. Aaron Donald's haven't had any injury issues. You see how dominant he is.
Then Neil Long find in the mud.
Yeah, I did see that. Nia Long and Ime Udoka, the Celtics coach, she still look good, dog.
Still look good, bro.
And she got thicker. The older she got, the thicker she got.
I'd be like,
hey, what's up, Lisa from Fresh Prince?
You get some that's eating a dick on. I'm just saying,
sir.
What?
You what? You what?
Eat my dick on.
Yeah, that's the real Lisa, man.
Right.
Man, I've been having a crush on Nia Long for a long time.
Since Boys
man,
in the Hood.
Friday. She was in Friday.
She was in Friday, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she was in Boys in the Hood. Yeah, she was.
Trey.
Nia Long been fine for a long time. She's been in a lot of hood classics.
A lot.
Fine ass.
You can come to my hood.
Sure enough. Well, I'm gonna go home and be in trouble, dog. But anyway, no. Shout out to Nia Long and Ime Udoka.
Oh, yeah.
He bagged a good one.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you know.
You did.
Yeah, I'm kind of mad about that, man. I ain't gonna trip.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. I know she ain't looking for a player like me, but has she?
But just in case.
Just in case.
To put it out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I just gotta clear some shit up. The
My calendar's free. If it wasn't,
it's just as wide.
If it wasn't, it would be in a minute.
It will be in a minute. No worry. I'm about to free this up.
Right now. Hey, what's up? Put your mom on the phone.
Yeah, I ain't come on.
I ain't come on. Have a good day. For real.
Love you. It's been real.
For real.
You gonna come and get your shit now? Fuck it.
I don't need that shit.
I'm getting new shit. I'm getting new everything.
Even a new one of you.
Getting new everything. Everything.
Hey, nigga, have you seen Nina?
Have you seen Nia Long?
Have you seen her?
Have you seen her?
Right.
Tell me, have you seen her? Ow.
Black in the berry, the sweeter than the juice.
Man, it's darker than berry, it's sweeter than the juice. She darker than the motherfucker too.
I been drinking that juice.
No. Aaron Donald, 2-year contract. I mean, you not mad at it. Not mad at him getting his money. I'm always about players getting
your money.
Yeah,
bro.
get your money.
Get your money.
31 years old, obviously just part of the good Super Bowl run. Obviously, you see the Super Bowl performance that he put on pretty much, and closed the game out. That second half was all his. That fourth quarter was his. I mean, he wreaked havoc on that Cincinnati online,
right?
And was all over Burrow. And if you ask me, save that Super Bowl because on that last play. Had Burrow had just a little bit more time, Burrow he could have seen Chase on the right side. He was breaking free.
He said Donald fuck their ass up.
Yeah. So Aaron Donald is responsible for the Cincinnati Bengals addressing the offensive line in the free agency and the draft. So let's call it what it is.
Right.
Because they easily could have had a Lombardi trophy if it wasn't for Big 9-9. If you want to stay relevant, I mean, obviously, I think you definitely keep him because you gave Bobby Wagner a 2-year deal.
Right.
Imagine what Bobby Wagner and damn Aaron Donald about to do together.
They need to go ahead and sign Odell.
Yeah.
I mean, sign him.
You got Allen Robinson. You brought him in.
Right. Still got Cooper Kupp.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Stafford got a few more.
You can't make this for a 4-year.
Right. You got. I mean, you got a good team, man. Make another run, bro.
NFC is weaker.
Yeah.
Weaker conference. I mean,
right.
You worried about Tampa? You can beat them. You've already been beating them. I mean, every time you go against Tampa, you beat them. And that's in regular season and playoffs.
Green Bay's weekend.
Green Bay's weekend. Other than that, what other teams?
NFC East is as weak as hell.
Yeah, don't even worry about the NFC East team. You could beat any NFC East team.
NFC North is weak.
So what other team are you really worried about in the NFC? I mean, it makes sense to sign them. San
Francisco still maybe.
Yeah, you worry about San Francisco, but you're going to see them twice a year, probably 3 in the playoffs.
So, that's about your only really real threat right now.
Why not? The Super Bowl window is wide open for the NFC right now.
Oh, yeah.
Especially for them.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have a lot of hurdles. You just got to make sure stay healthy, obviously.
Now, I'm still looking at, we got a 2-year window with we're going to do a Wagner to 2 years. Aaron Donald may retire after 2 years. I'm looking at my future too.
Oh yeah, obviously.
So I'm looking at what young players is either out there on somebody else's team I can snatch from.
I think that's why they let Von Miller walk.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate you helping us get a Super Bowl, but that bag that you got from Buffalo, you can get it from them.
Right,
it's just not from us.
Going back on the Buffalo.
You can get it from them, just not us. And they've already had it kind of been on that mentality. Rams going to go all out the next 2 seasons. They know that's the window with there and down. Yeah.
Because he may retire in 2 years, man.
I mean,
and that's going to put a big hit on your defense.
What else is there to prove for him?
Especially if they win another one.
So let's have the conversation. You put Aaron Donald in that category of vaunted defensive players?
Yeah.
I'm talking about the LTs. Yeah. Lawrence Taylor's.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you think about it. You think about it like this. When you turn on the highlights, who you seeing? You know what I'm saying? For real. It's like when you talk about the football highlights, who are you seeing?
Who you watching?
You always seeing, Aaron Donald did it. Oh, Aaron.
9-9.
You seeing that.
Yeah.
So you gotta put them out there. I mean, you put them on the field when teams game planning.
We're 99 that.
Right. Gotta do something about Aaron Donald.
We at.
You got a game plan against them. Players like that, first ballot.
Oh,
so now we own it. I ask you the same question that I posed to Nick. Ndamukong Suh, is he a Hall of Famer? Because you look at, he had a way better college career than Aaron Donald. 70 career sacks, 3-time all first team defense. I mean, his whole time with the Lions, he was dominant.
Yes.
Miami, not so much.
I'll say this.
But that could have been scheme. That could have been how they was playing them. Where he go after that? Rams, he's all right.
Yeah, then he went to Tampa.
Did pretty good in Tampa, but it's what we had around him too in Tampa. You look at here's with Detroit. He had first he had Cliff Averill, Nick Farley, and then Anza was there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think what CJ Mosley there was after him. I can't remember CJ Mosley after he left. But anyway, you had good people on the line.
Yeah.
You have Farley in the middle.
And
Anza coming off that end.
I don't think Ndamukong. I would love the Chiefs to sign him.
I think he'd be good.
He's still solid at 35.
He'd be good at the Chiefs. He'd be good with Chargers, and I think he'd also be good with Las Vegas.
I just think like the man has played. If you ask me, he was doing what Aaron Donald is doing now.
Mm-hmm.
He was doing that.
Yeah,
and he was dominant. His whole time in Detroit,
double teaming him all the time.
And by the time he got to Miami, that got him the big contract.
Mm-hmm.
That was double, triple team.
But that's the thing. A lot of people overlooks that. Now, if you are getting double teamed, and that's opening up for your defensive end.
Yeah,
that edge rusher.
That's opening up for everybody else.
That's opening up for your nose tackle. That opens up for all the other people in defense. If you running blitzes with your linebackers, or you doing corner blitz, whatever blitz you're doing, any kind of blitz package you running.
Mm-hmm.
If he's getting a double team, That's open all that up.
Yeah.
So
I'm with you.
I think that you gotta account for that. I think there's no stat for that, but you have to account for that in a person's career.
Oh, big time. And
those are things that don't go on stat sheets.
Me personally, I think Ndamukong Suh is a Hall of Famer.
Maybe not first ballot, but
no, he don't need to be first ballot.
But he can be a Hall of Famer.
He needs to be in there.
Yeah, he needs to be.
I know people going to say, well, he, dirty and no, did he do a couple of bad personal fouls like stomping on people?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he was young.
Stupid move.
Mm-hmm.
But let's not act like there's people in the Hall of Fame that done
that wasn't dirty.
That wasn't dirty.
Shit, we got a crackhead in the Hall of Fame. A couple of them. You know what I'm saying?
So let's not act like
at the 90 Dallas team.
Come on, man. We got a lot of booger sugar fiends like a motherfucker throughout in the Hall of Fame. So let's not act like there's some angels in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if you got certain players in that done some shameful shit, then definitely Ndamukong Suh needs to be in the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. And he's not hanging up the boots yet.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. He's still a good, solid defensive tackle if you still run a good 4-3 scheme the Chiefs.
Right. He get in the right position. I mean, in the right situation, he'll help your team.
Yes.
He'll help your team.
He helped that Tampa Bay team.
Mm-hmm.
That good little run that the Rams went deep when he was on there.
Mm-hmm.
He took some pressure off Aaron Donald.
Right.
Because you had to count for Ndamukong Suh still.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think he's still a good, relevant, good piece at 35 years old on your defense. Get him to a 1 or 2 year deal.
Right. Yeah, you don't give him a long time.
No, obviously not. But 6-7 mil a year.
Yeah.
Because he's made his money.
Yeah.
But
go somewhere he can get another ring.
Yeah. For me, ain't nothing wrong with him ring chasing. That you're at that point in your career where I'm still dominant. I don't need to be the focal point. I don't need big money. You can still get me for on your Super Bowl caliber team.
I think like here's my thing. If you're gonna play past my 6 or 8 year plan, like I said before, that's first and foremost. I think you should play no more than 8 years. 6 should be your minimum. 8's your max. But if you're gonna play past that, and you in a position like
you want 2 big contracts.
You want like Sue is
2 big contracts.
Man, you better you go for
maximize on your guarantee.
And then every time the money, I'm looking at this money now. Okay, look what I got outstanding to pay. I'm going ahead and use this, pay this off, set myself up. So when I finally go ahead and retire, invest all that. So I gotta retire. I'm good. I'm thinking about just like everyday people like us. We put in our 401k and stuff like that to retire. This is how you should think as an athlete.
Mm-hmm.
This is your 401k time. This is how you
This
is how you start thinking about retirement. Okay, look, I know I'm at the age I might have 2, maybe 3 years left in me. I'm gonna rent myself out each year, the next 2-3 years, and I'm gonna start thinking, okay, let me invest. I'm probably already invested, but like I'm getting at the point where I'm gonna start solidifying stuff. Like if I got some outstanding stuff, all right, I know I need about $5 million to pay this off. And look, this is how much I need. Can I get that? All right, bet. And just start doing that. And then by the time that retirement age come, you chilling.
I
mean, you retire at 35, 36, 37, still young, and you can chill and you chilling somewhere. Man, let me tell you something, bro.
And you in there.
I'm in there.
And then let's one more.
Right. For real. I'm just somewhere chilling, somebody island. Chilling
like a mud dog,
for real.
Wouldn't even care.
Wouldn't even see me. Where's Ndamukong Suh? That nigga went back to Africa.
I'm going back to the motherland. You stupid guy. He said it. Ndamukong Suh went back to Africa.
For real.
Well, now that we on the
age, even Lamar young. He said, imagine us being retired at our age, even Lamar's young. Man, shoot. Man, of all those retired, man, bruh, ain't that kind of money?
Shit. That's why we trying to get this shit take off, man. We try to get that Pat McAfee money, dog.
Shoot, boy.
Imagine we had that Pat McAfee money, dog, right? For podcasting, dog.
Chilling. I be traveling everywhere.
I be at every game, dog.
I be like, well, Earth of Commerce, San Diego. Where you at now?
Try to find that.
Try to find it.
Where in the world is Detroit, man?
It's that nigga.
Did you check your lady's bedroom?
Right. Cause once you leave, I'm going in.
Shut your ass. Detroit was a rolling stone. Boom, 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 boom. Wherever he laid his at was his home.
I'm repopulating the earth.
Hey, we need car. Boom, boom, boom. But since we on NFL topic, we got to talk about it. What are we talking about? It's okay. So today, last week, number 23 came. Today,
Michael Jordan.
Yeah, no, not Michael Jordan. Well, something like it came, but today 24 dropped. 24.
Oh yeah.
We talking about Deshaun Watson silver case. Number 24 dropped today. So I touched base on it, and I replayed the episode that we had the conversation with my sister on sports late night sports hour edition last week when 23 dropped, and I'm still having the same.
Now, what was her reason, Matt?
I'm still having the same feelings. Still having the same things. It's like you don't. Some of these masseuses, he's finding them on Facebook, right?
Instagram.
Yeah,
on IG.
On Instagram. And we may joke about it, and stop, and pause from looking at your Instagram models and give us a like, share, subscribe. But there's some truth to that. And look,
let's say this part though. That there are some people, especially
professional, yes,
especially of the younger generation, they look for everything on IG.
Yes,
I know, like my daughter, she was looking for a cake designer for her baby shower. She went on Instagram.
Yeah.
So, some people that's what they do.
Marketing business.
So they market on there, and some people actually go and search out people on IG. So I don't want to necessarily say that because she's on IG and he's looking on IG that's like Backpage or something. You know what I'm saying? Or that's like Oh yeah,
and I'm not trying to compare the two because for those who know what Backpage is, no, this I'm not saying Instagram is on a Backpage level because there are professionals. Because we have our professional I.O.W. Sports, I Often Wonder pages on Instagram. I have my catering business on Instagram.
Right.
So there are professionals that use it. So if there is a professional masseuse and they want to be, because let's be honest, it's free advertisement on social media.
Yeah.
But I think what I'm saying is there's a difference between calling yourself and giving massages, calling yourself a masseuse, and being actually licensed.
Oh yeah. Just because you rub a nigga back, don't make you a masseuse, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm not make you a masseuse. Throw a little oil on nigga back. You know what I'm saying? 500, please. You know what I'm saying?
Chill is
So here with Crisco. Got the baby on there.
Greasing me up like a pig.
That don't make you a masseuse.
Yeah. But I preference to what my sister has said is like when you're professional, you still, you may be naked, but you're not exposed.
Right.
You're covered up.
Right.
And here's my thing, like I'm gonna call it what it is. Some of these things seem like sneaky links. They seem like straight sneaky links. Like, hey, I'm gonna catch you off of Instagram and She probably saw a little something protruding from under the towel.
Mm-hmm.
She either probably peeked or something, and he like, well, shit, it's good. Like, what's really good?
Since you looking,
to me, I'm thinking like lines are crossed not just by him, but by the individuals that are throwing these silver suits. That's my opinion. Nobody can agree with, because here's my thing: if criminal charges that were brought up were tossed out, not once but twice, and there's been no other criminal charges filed,
right?
He gets traded, gets the deal, the guaranteed contract. We all saw the numbers. So since the contract happened, there's been 2 more silver suits added on. And my thing is like when the criminal charges were brought up and dismissed, wasn't no other silver suits added on. It wasn't until that contract came through.
Right. And Matt said she heard what his lawyer said over the weekend about how happy endings aren't necessarily illegal.
That was stupid. That was stupid.
Yeah, why would you say that?
That was stupid. And you a lawyer.
Right.
That was stupid, Rusty Harden. That was stupid. And for those who want to say, oh, that's an admission of guilt, I never once said that Deshaun Watson is innocent of anything.
Innocent when it comes to
he's innocent of criminal charges.
Right. It doesn't mean he ain't doing some
he's doing some freaky shit.
Yeah,
he doing some freaky shit.
But that's not he grown.
He grown.
My thing is, if she consented to it, and either verbal or non-verbally consented to it.
Well, if she peeking and touching and putting
like this,
her face near it.
If I put my dick on your chin,
it's not because
and you ain't saying nothing.
Yeah, you want it.
I'm thinking I can continue to put my dick on your chin. You know what I'm saying?
Until you say no or stop.
When you say no, it's like, oh, okay. My bad.
My bad. I'll take it off your chin.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Can you hold it?
But until you say no,
yeah,
it's a go. I understand. You know what I'm saying? And we talk about you want to sue me now.
Yeah. To me, look,
like you still got the print on your chin.
Look, to me, these seem like consensual sexual encounters.
Right.
And now somebody's mad.
Yeah, now somebody mad because they ain't got no, they want that money. And here's my thing. I know I probably said it before we first did.
Hey, we've said it.
Tired of turning on these sportcaster. Oh, it made no sense. No, they supporting Deshaun Watson. He has 23, now 24 allegations against him. Blah blah blah. I think it's like, so if it had this many, he must be guilty. What kind of logic is that? If the grand jury didn't find anything,
not once,
that they can file criminal charges against,
more than one occasion,
you know what I'm saying? Then he didn't do anything illegal, so why should he be punished? Now, he might do something that's outside of your comfort zone
because you're looking at
as far as how you feel. You might be someone that say, okay, I'm not into that. I'm just gonna use this as an example.
Yeah.
Say you're not into anal sex.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we talk about heterosexual anal sex. In this case, I want to know. You know what I'm saying? Just want to make this clear. You know what I'm saying? And you think, but he's into something like that. And you're like, well, he's wrong. No, he might be wrong compared to your comfort zone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because that's not your thing.
You might think that's freaky. He might think that's normal.
Yeah.
So my thing is like, don't convict him because because you're not comfortable with some of the stuff he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
If these women at the time didn't have a problem with it, then why are you trying to convict him? Here's my thing. Let me say this. Okay, let me say
no. Yeah, go ahead.
If I'm a man, you know what I'm saying, and I'm in a situation with a female, wherever that situation is, if you convict, and I'm saying, if you convicting this man in a court of public opinion, we as men need to know, okay, then how am I know where to go, where to stop and start at? You know what I'm saying? Until you say no to me, it's a go. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you went to without asking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, you might like the way I asked, but that'll make me a criminal. You know, it might make me crude. It might make me, immature, whatever title, whatever we want to put on it, but it doesn't make me a criminal if you are consenting to it. And if you come back tomorrow and say, hey, I ain't like what he put down my chin. How am I supposed to know that? You didn't say that at the time.
Yeah.
Now, if you're a younger person, you can put being coerced or something like that. That's different. But we got consenting adults.
So I'm reading it. She goes, 24th accuser added that Watson masturbated in front of her until he ejaculated on her face and chest.
That's what Matt was saying.
Yeah. So
why are you sitting there waiting? Why are you watching? To me, if I'm a masseuse, let's take it from this standpoint. We and you are masseuse, heterosexual men, and this dude start pulling out his junk and masturbate. I'm not gonna stand there and watch. Mm-hmm. I'm like, all right, bro, deuces. I'm out. So my thing is, why are you standing there and watching? You have it. You said if you have free will to leave, why are you watching something like that? And that means you have to be close enough
to get
on your face. Saying, where were you standing in proximity to the nut? You know what I'm saying? What was your dick to nut ratio? You know what I'm saying? Like, why was you standing? That
What's
close?
The range area?
Right. That's this nigga got like a super circle. You know what I'm saying? That's a dick. I don't understand why you. I said,
yeah.
You nutting across the room, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. How you that close to get on your chin, bro? Your chin.
I don't know, bro.
Two things. One, you have to be down there for to get on your chin.
Mm-hmm.
So you can say, "Oh, I was getting a massage." You don't see this nigga jacking off while you get a massage?
It says, she says, 24 Planet says that she stopped the massage after Watson got an erection. Okay, and
that's what I'm saying. I agree with you, man.
And so remember when my sister said, like, hey, all right, but that he continued to masturbate in front of her and then ejaculated, got some on her chest and face. She says she quit massage therapy soon after. What?
You got PTSD?
Wait, you stopped after you get nutted on?
Right.
Now you stopped the massage?
Nobody tell me this shit was gonna happen. Say nothing's gonna happen.
Like, I'm sorry, and like, if this is the information that they're putting out that the plaintiffs are saying themselves, what proof is there that says that he's done something? Okay, maybe he's being a little bit too.
I mean, we can say this. This is nothing you should be doing in a professional setting, professional environment. I will agree with that. He shouldn't be doing this in a professional environment. I'll give you that. But I'm massaging you. I can see that you jacking off. I mean, even if you don't like directly look at it, you can see my man doing this out the corner of your eye. You know what I'm saying? So here's another thing. You don't have your back turned. You gotta
see everything.
You gotta be, you know what I'm saying? Like, say like he laying on his back and you massage his chest, right? So maybe you might be standing this way,
but you see it.
You got on your face
and chest.
That means you had to be facing
it.
You had to be in proximity to the penis. You know what I'm saying?
To me, this shit is getting.
You see that?
This shit's getting ridiculous.
You see him doing
but that's what I'm saying. Look, if this is the detail that you're putting out,
right,
as a plaintiff team,
right,
as a team to sue this man, you look stupid.
And that's why I have a problem with today's society. They gonna say we victim shame and all that stuff. I'm not victim shaming. My thing is like,
I'm looking at the facts that they're releasing.
Yeah, we throwing jokes here and there and stuff like that.
But I'm looking at the facts that they're releasing.
The facts that we hear doesn't make sense.
It don't.
You know, if you are a victim and what he did to you was wrong or illegal, I'll ride with you on that.
Here's some of the things that I've seen in some of these suits, even when it first began a year ago.
Right.
There's been multiple sessions, multiple massage sessions.
Yeah.
There's been multiple of those women who are not professionally registered masseuses.
Mm-hmm.
You're literally watching him do actions.
So basically, y'all like DoorDashers of the masseuses. You know what I'm saying? For real. That's all y'all are.
It's just been too many inconsistencies and shit that just doesn't make sense with each suit.
Does it?
And I know a lot of people say, "Oh, you got to put him on the commissioner's exempt," and I'm like, "For what? For what reason? There's no criminal charges."
This man sat out for a whole year
and still could have played last year.
So
one only
sat out. Grand jury came and said, "Hey, look, we can't find anything criminal to charge us."
And that was just a few months ago.
Why should he be suspended for another 6 games?
Because a lot of people are looking at they're looking at the 23, 24. They're looking at the number. Oh, that looks so bad. It looks so it's a lot of people who they're looking at the number and they're not looking at the details that the own plaintiff team is putting out.
I've seen people do crazy stuff for 10 grand. I seen people do crazy stuff for $500.
Yeah.
I seen a crackhead do something for 20. You talk about millions of dollars. People get up there and lie for this money.
And I seen some of these females.
I seen some of these females. You gotta be glad somebody nothing in your chin. Cause he gonna get to any nut. You know what I'm saying? He did you a favor. I seen what you looking like.
Like, oh girl, that first that showed her face.
Looking like.
I was like, oh yeah, you look like you drive a Toyota Camry.
Yeah, right. Come on,
yeah, you got a Toyota Camry.
You just stepped out the Brewsters.
Yeah, you got a Nissan Altima.
Right.
You got the furry.
Right. Like Matt, something strange for a piece of change.
Yeah, man. Like
for real.
Like I'm just in no.
She on a dang on interview with rollers in her hair, and house shoes. He touched me. Like,
and look, we not victim shaming. We not, because there are real women that deal with real sexual encounters.
And I agree with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we don't want to take it to like, oh well, because like somebody has said this. Well, if you know, if we don't do anything about it, then people gonna be scared to come forward. Blah blah blah. If you really have something happen to you, yeah, come forth. You know what I'm saying? And so people will know.
Yeah, but file criminal charges.
File criminal charges.
I won't be filing civil. Come on, does that to me? If you are so violated, I want the law to get involved.
Well, here's the thing: they filed criminal first and couldn't get it. So next step is civil.
Well, yeah, I hear that. But here's the thing: the criminal charges, and it wasn't a lot of them that were filed. They got tossed because of lack of evidence.
So I'll tell you something.
And so if you can't get the criminal charges that were filed, and there's 24, there's only been, I think, 2 criminal charges that were filed that eventually got dropped.
Right.
So 2 out of 24. Like nobody's seen the inconsistencies or the holes or the like. I'm a big connected dots kind of guy.
Okay. Connect them dots, bro.
I can't connect them. But one thing I can connect is if somebody nuts on your chin and your chest, you was in proximity of a dick.
Case closed.
I know that.
Right. If the dick gon' spit, you must have quit.
If the dick don't spit, you must have quit. Woo! Oh, we making that a t-shirt. Oh, we making that a t-shirt.
Matt said the inconsistency of these hoes, you mean not hoes.
Oh my God. But I mean, like I know we having jokes, but I it's because I'm finding this shit laughable, and you know what? I said it on my show. It's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna be mad. It's gonna be a lot of people that's mad.
Right.
But he's gonna be starting for Cleveland in week 1.
I don't think he will, man.
I think he is.
I think the pressure of the public won't allow
but you know what?
Won't allow them to do it, man.
You know what?
They're gonna have to do something.
You know what?
Because even when the president said he backpedaled when they started. Was the president? It was the president or the owner? I can't remember who it was.
What for Cleveland?
Yeah.
I mean, you see how they structured
when they started saying something, he backpedaled. Oh, that's what I really meant was.
Well, I mean, but you see how they structured his contract.
Oh yeah, they knew.
They protected this 1 year and lowballed them out.
Man said, "I need to patent that."
Yeah, Goodell's gonna step in at some point.
He is.
He's gonna have to. But my thing is, you can't cave into public pressure with lack of evidence.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
What we always say, it's all about that money.
Oh,
if they start, if people start protesting and boycotting, and NFL start looking at losing money, this man gonna sit down.
How many times have we talked about, shit that the NFL gets boycotted by every year by somebody, by a group, somebody every year. They pockets ain't been hurting.
Watch what I tell you.
But they pockets ain't been hurting.
Oh, he said it's gonna be before week 1.
But I'm saying NFL's pockets ain't they get more money year in and year out.
I don't get money, but I'm just saying the court of public opinion.
Yeah, but I'm saying
undefeated.
They did the same thing to Mike Vick. All them Peter Warriors was out in droves.
He went to jail.
Yeah, and he was actually guilty of something.
I'm just saying, but I bet you.
But I'm saying is,
if all the people didn't protest, he probably would have got a lighter sentence.
But
Michael Vick.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that even after serving his time, coming back to NFL didn't lose no money. Matter of fact, a year later, he got another $100 million contract. So NFL does not care about that public pressure.
But they care about it. They care about it at the time of the pressure. You know what I'm saying? Once it blows over,
it's nothing.
It's nothing. So they go like at the time with the height of the pressure, they're like, okay, let's cave in for a minute. Let's step back for a second. Give them a couple of games. They may not give them all 6. They might give them 3 or 4.
They might give them 2 to 4.
You know what I'm saying?
2 to 4.
Just so they say they did something.
Yeah.
That kind of calmed the pressure a little bit. They get a little slack. They ain't give them 6, but they won't get as much.
Yeah, but I'm still willing to bet that Rodgers going to like.
If Deshaun wins the Super Bowl, forget all about it.
I'm willing to bet that Rodgers is like, well, if there's no evidence, there's no.
Look how long it took him to do something for the Black Lives Matter movement, all that stuff.
Yeah, but
they only gave in until they got more and more pressure.
And finally,
and then now,
the
Black Lives Matter side ain't nothing but a accessory in the yard now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're not talking about the people that stole the money. I'm talking about the actual movement, the real movement. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, that's we'll have to talk about it.
We'll talk about that later. But my thing is, I'm just using that as an example. We can go with I can pick any example and show you that with anything, when it's the height of the particular thing that's going on, most corporations is going to step back for a minute because they know how people are. People have short-term memory.
I get what you're saying, Matt, but he's already rewarded. He has $231 guaranteed $1 million that he's already rewarded. He's already got reward.
If they wouldn't, if Charles Manson wouldn't have got a life sentence in jail, he came out, did something great. People would forget all about what he did in the 60s. People have short-term memories. They just do. People have short-term memories. Me, I'm petty as hell.
I ain't never forgetting.
I ain't gonna forget. I'm Tom Petty. Nigga, I am petty. You know what I'm saying?
King of petty.
What do I say about Kirk Cousins all the time?
Fuck him.
I'm carry that on. Yeah. He could be retired 30 years. You gonna bring up like fuck Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Well, I just how I am.
Yeah.
But I don't own a corporation either.
Right.
You know.
I'm just saying in this instance, I get the public pressure thing. But as long as
thanks, Matt. Oh, I said he said that's what I mean. They're gonna make it like his reward
rewards
is to play again.
Right.
Right.
I got
Yes.
you.
Yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I mean, if so, if so. I'm still interested to actually see the 100% details of that contract because there has to be some type of out for the Cleveland Browns to get out from that guaranteed money because you fully guaranteed the contract. Fully guaranteed the contract.
Yeah, but why would you want to get out? It's not like he's not gonna play.
But that's my thing. I think when you give him that type of money, you're under the impression that he's going to be cleared of any wrongdoing, which he was of the criminal charges.
I think here's the thing. I think they went into this thing knowing that, I'm not gonna say knowing because they don't really know, but they went into this,
the possibility
he may get up to 6 games.
Yeah,
it's probably why they got rid of Baker. Well, one part of the reason, probably other reason nobody wants him.
I was like, whoa now. I was like, whoa now.
But in general, I think they probably would have held on to him for a minute anyway.
Yeah,
unless somebody gave him a good deal.
Yeah,
think about it, they weren't really shopping him.
No,
you know what I'm saying. So they probably was like, hey, somebody give us something for him. Cool. Not. I mean, we got him just.
It costs you right now. It costs you $20 million to have Baker Mayfield and Deshaun Watson under one roof for 1 year.
Right.
So it's not going to hurt you to move Baker now.
Right.
It like if you have Baker on your roster now, it's not that big of a deal.
So they probably went into this
that way. Yeah.
So it's like, okay. So I wouldn't think to put something in that guaranteed money because I'm thinking he's going to play after 6 games.
Not even if not after 6 games, but definitely next year is not even going to be an issue.
It's not going to be an issue
for the next 4 years.
And I'm thinking at the very most 6 games we good.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. What got 8 and he only served 4.
And he actually settled.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
he actually settled his Suvla.
Yeah, he settled. So I think
his criminal charges got dropped. I don't know how, but he settled. He settled in the civil part.
Right.
And that motherfucker should be like that.
Yeah, but my thing is like, so same thing. They probably do the same thing with LeBron. Deshaun, you know what I'm saying?
I'm like, damn, what LeBron do?
Something happened to his head. But anyway, they probably give him at least
push that airline
right.
Like,
give him 6 years. He might do 3. They might wait till like the 3rd game. They kind of give it the smell test. Like it's dying down a little bit. Go on down and play.
Let him play.
You know what I'm saying?
Reinstate him.
You know what I'm saying? We reinstate him. He died down a little bit.
I don't know, man. Me personally, I let him play.
Oh, me, he playing week 1.
Week 1. Yeah, so if I'm Goodell, I'm like,
Goodell,
I don't have no evidence to say that he's done nothing wrong.
I was like, I don't have anything showing that he done anything wrong.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I don't have nothing.
Thanks, Matt.
I look, NFL didn't investigate it. Local authorities didn't investigate it. I can't find no actual wrongdoing.
I don't see nothing here that says he done anything wrong. We gotta let him play.
Yeah.
And they can take it from that standpoint and say, look, as an organization, we did our investigation according to our guidelines. We looked at the law,
and
didn't see anything wrong. So we can't.
Cleveland Browns had to investigate this to make the trade and give that man $231 million guaranteed, fully guaranteed.
Because this is not a popular opinion.
It's fully guaranteed money.
Because it is not a popular opinion. A lot of the mainstream sportcasters are riding with the women and saying, demonizing Deshaun. You may not rock with the things he's doing. Far as like,
to me, he's just a freak.
Right, I'm just saying
he likes sex. He likes to bust nuts. He's doing exactly what a man does.
I'm not saying
this is what I'm saying.
I'm not saying nothing wrong with that. What I'm saying is some people may be more prudish than we are,
and that's fine. But what I'm saying is, I'm seeing this man being a regular man.
Oh yeah, I mean, he a young.
He got money,
full of testosterone.
He's full of testosterone, and he's just letting it out.
Yeah, I mean,
but my thing is,
do what you do.
These women are allowing it.
Yeah. Now,
because there's 2, 3, 4 sessions.
If he forced himself on them,
that's something different.
That's something different. that's something totally
He's not letting
different.
you leave the room.
He's not letting
That's
you
false
leave the room. That's false
imprisonment. That's something different.
That's something different. And I'm rolling with y'all.
I'm rolling with you.
You know what I'm saying?
But it ain't none of that being said.
But if you
he ain't held nobody down, he ain't tied nobody down, he ain't forced nobody to did nothing. He's busting nuts.
Okay, let's take Louis C.K.
Hey man.
He pulled out his junk to start whacking off in front of I think it's a secretary, right? People say, okay, that's wrong, blah blah. It's inappropriate.
Definitely inappropriate.
It's not illegal.
Because it's not illegal, but because that's not the atmosphere that you should just be pulling.
You should be at work just sticking your dick out.
Yeah.
You know, like,
that's something different.
I'm on the line like
yeah, because we work at Kisses. What the hell we look like just pulling out meat in front of the grill?
The man just remind me of yeah, he ain't hard tied nobody. Yeah, you're right, man. So my thing is like, I brought that up to say this. It's inappropriate. You shouldn't be doing that in a professional environment.
But it ain't illegal.
But it's not illegal. You know
I still don't. That's what his lawyer Rusty Hart is saying. He's saying exactly what you just said. He shouldn't have said it though.
He shouldn't. No, you don't say that. You don't say that as being your client.
He shouldn't have said it.
Yeah, he's gonna open up more cans of worms.
Which is exactly why you got number 24.
Right. Oh, bet. All right, then I'm coming out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get a piece of this bag. But so my thing is like, you know, if no one can find anything illegal that he's done.
Any wrongdoing,
legally, as far as what the law says.
Yeah,
you gotta let them play.
Because ain't that what y'all say? Put faith in trust in our justice and legal system.
Right. You tell us that all the time. Y'all mistreat us. You know what I'm saying?
That's all I'm saying.
You put faith and trust in the legal system.
I hear it all the time. Put faith and trust in the legal and justice system. And when it does, and then this is the result you get, now people still mad.
Right.
So what way are we gonna play it? And so look, Cleveland was smart about doing this. I don't care what nobody says. Anytime that you sign a man to a 5-year, $231 million fully guaranteed contract, you doing all the investigation. You got all the private investigators from all throughout Texas. You probably got the same investigators from Cheaters and all that shit. You doing some research.
Right.
You're not just blindly saying, nah, come on, man. Yeah, you want $231 million?
Right.
Come on, man.
Come on,
man. Damn them charges. Like, come on.
You
there's no way you don't make this trade and that contract without doing the proper investigation. It would be one of the dumbest business decisions you could ever make.
Right.
You know, not protecting yourself as a franchise and an organization. That would be stupid as hell.
Right.
You know, and just me personally, I don't think they care about the 23, or at that point 22 silver cases, because they're like, it ain't silver. You know, if they're probably looking at it, oh well, you're refusing to settle, that means you're innocent. I mean, he's not innocent of being a freak, but you know, he's innocent of wrongdoing by the court of the law, by the book of the law.
What O'Brien said. I'm just so freaky.
I mean, he's just a freak,
right?
And if we get hate on this show, then it is what it is. We're not victim shaming.
I think it's like this.
You look at the facts that the plaintiff team themselves are putting out. Tell me.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll be mad enough to say, okay, I didn't see that.
Yeah,
I'm wrong. But if I don't see anything here where it's that we should suspend this guy for six games or 4, whatever we decide to suspend him for.
Real quick, is he starting quarterback Cleveland Browns week 1?
No.
I'm saying yeah.
I'm saying no. I just don't think that. I think the NFL is gonna do something, gonna do a knee-jerk reaction like everybody else does in the world, man. They do this knee-jerk reaction to thing.
I think NFL is
no pun intended with the jerk.
No, I think the NFL is crazy and daring enough to take on the public criticism, because imagine he doesn't get put on exempt list, doesn't get suspended. Imagine all the media talking about Deshaun Watson playing week 1.
It's going to be distracting.
It may be distracting on the outside, but what if Cleveland does well, he plays well. I mean, because Because they're going about it like normal business. He's linking up with his teams, with his players, his teammates in Bahamas. Yeah. They're training together. So they're getting prepared for a season.
Let me ask you this. If you were a player on his team, how you feeling?
Like I am now. It is, look at the details that are being put out there are from the plaintiff team.
Right.
So if this is what you're building your case on and I'm looking at it, I'm already poking holes through this shit.
Man, I know a hood right now. I see one.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying.
I know a hood right now.
I know a sneaky link when I seen one.
Let's say that rack.
Looking for the cheese.
I know a hood right when I see one.
You know what I'm saying? So I could spot him out from a mile away.
Right.
Looking for cheese. Look, there she go. Look for cheese.
Look at her.
Look, she got the baby oil in her hand. Right. Yep. She got a table walking. She walking with a table, towel, and baby oil. Said, you know what it is.
I'm about to hit this lick. For real. I'm about to hit this lick. Let this nigga come on my chin.
She got the massage table strapped to her back, got a towel. And looking like a cut man from a boxing ring. You know
like,
what it is.
She probably like this. He was trying to miss you. She's like, get that
right here. No, just trying to put it right here. You got to put it in the right area.
Right. Right. She probably got the phone light.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I got evidence now.
But I mean, you know, I'm saying I wouldn't put it past NFL because they've thrived.
Matt says Cleveland knows Deshaun will be suspended 1 week.
I mean, it's all possible. All I'm saying is I've seen the NFL take on bad publicity all the time. And guess what? At the end of the year, their return on investment is big, is huge.
Right.
Their revenue goes up. So it is, to me, it's just going to be another instance that is going to get a lot of debate started ethically, morally, whatever. And at the end of the regular season after the Super Bowl, there is going to be dropped on how much the TV revenue they made all year. And it's going to be more than it was last year.
Like, look how many people tuned in when Kaepernick was protesting.
And a lot of people said we're going to protest the NFL. They revenue went up.
Ain't nobody protested NFL. Nobody turned the game off.
I
tried. I tried.
And trust me, I get it. But like,
I was like, I'm rocking with y'all, but nobody had a plan.
Yeah,
that's my thing. It's like, well, we're gonna not watch it all. What we gonna do? Blah, blah, blah. I was like, I ain't got no plan.
Well, neither did Kaepernick. Kaepernick ain't had no plan.
Go Lions. Sorry.
Kaepernick ain't had no plan.
Right. You're right. I mean, so it's like there was no plan.
Oh my gosh, I need to say it.
Oh, here we go.
I need to say it.
Go ahead with it.
So I listened to I Am Athlete, Brandon Marshall, Ocho Cinco, and an episode a couple of weeks ago. Brandon Marshall, who I got respect for him and can respect his takes, but this one, what he said is so, to me, is egregious as hell, and I wish he wouldn't have said it. But he said that Kaepernick should be put in the Black History Hall of Fame next to Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and all that shit.
For what?
And that's my thought.
How you compare him to them? How you compare him to them? He kneeled. They actually bled for this. They fought.
No, they died.
I'm getting to that. It's commas in here.
DED.
They did. Right. So, and then they died for it. And we can't. Well, let me say this. They actually fought for something.
For actual civil rights.
You know what I'm saying? Kaepernick came in with no plan. And don't get me wrong, I was rocking with him at first.
I was too.
I was like, okay, I see you, man. I see you. And then
once I realized it wasn't no plan.
Then on top of that.
So y'all motherfuckers just kneeling just to kneel? So what y'all doing?
Okay, after that, now what?
Yeah.
He gave some money here and there, but it's like it still wasn't nothing set up where we're gonna go forward and do something about it.
change legislative
change,
shit.
yeah, do
Judicial
something.
shit.
Yeah, do something where I can say, okay, you did something.
Mm-hmm.
Organize some things. Now, if you did some stuff I don't know about, then my bad. But what I ain't seen anything.
Well, from what I'm seeing, is just donating a lot of money, but I've also seen him get a lot of money. I've seen him get a lot of got a good Nike deal.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
Got a good Netflix series.
I'm not mad
But I'm saying he's getting money from Nike, Netflix, got a big settlement check from the NFL.
Here's my thing.
That will never hit him out, but it had to have been big because from what he lost from wages from a $100 million contract that he had.
When they blackballed you, then it's like, okay, I'm through with y'all. That's how it should have been.
But that ain't been his case.
You know what I'm saying? Now you trying to come back.
He been trying to come back the last 6 years.
I know what I'm saying, but my thing is like, and I said this before when we have brought this up, the difference between him, Martin, Malcolm, Medgar Evers, and we can go down the line.
Going down the list of actual real civil rights movement
was that
he never took the money.
They knew that there was an element of loss in what they were doing,
and they were okay with it.
Joseph Pieper said something I think is interesting to this point. He talked about fortitude, and I'm gonna paraphrase it. He said, "Real fortitude has the element of loss." So, so for instance, if you was fireproof and you ran into a burning house to save somebody, that's not true fortitude because you have an element of loss. You knew you weren't gonna burn up.
Yeah.
So with with Kaepernick, you know what I'm saying? He should have known, okay, look, they gonna blackball me, then I just have to lose that for this cause. And I'm not coming back to that, and I stand on that. That's an element of loss. You know what I'm saying? You have to, if you're gonna fight the good fight, or you're gonna fight a civil rights, element of loss. I mean, you could take Harvey Milk, what he had to fight for with his LGBT for his community.
Yeah, but here's the thing: he didn't lose the element of losing football. He just lost the element of playing football in the NFL.
Right. I mean, but because at this time we didn't know about USFL coming back. We didn't know about.
Yeah, but I'm saying Canadian Football League's been there.
Canadian football been there. Yeah. But it's still an element of loss for as far as like, okay, I mean, I have to walk away from NFL money, NFL. You know
come on. He got the settlement. He didn't.
Well, this is before the settlement, though.
He walked away with more than NFL money.
But see, the reason why he got the settlement is because he can't never say nothing about it, none of that stuff.
Yeah.
That was part of the settlement. So my thing is like, you don't take the settlement either. Now the Nike money I don't care about. Get your money.
No, I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about the Nike or the Netflix money and the endorsement money, which has been million. Of course, get his. He has to still have to find some type of supplemental income. But what I'm saying is that
that's what I'm saying too, man. I don't know.
Is he wants to claim that the NFL has been this, but the same owners and the same people that was in those same seats when you had the beginning of their first fight in 2016 are in the same seats and the same position now that you're still 6 years later still trying to beg to get back in the NFL. They didn't gave you a settlement check to get you to go away. You won't go away. I mean, let's call it what it is. He won't go away. He's been a thorn in the NFL side the last 6 years. Right. Maybe they weren't the best word of choice, but that's how I see it because of what I've seen from Kaepernick. I was rocking with him from the beginning.
Oh yeah, I was too.
Didn't want no plan. And then I get you want to fight for social injustice. I'm with that. I understand that. I understand.
I'm with you, bro.
But what's your plan? And what exactly are you doing with the money that you said that you've already donated and in time you've already volunteered and donated?
Right.
Like what has it produced? I want to see that.
Yeah.
Show me that, Kaepernick.
You don't leave a plantation to come back and work on a plantation. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? You didn't went through the Underground Railroad, made it north. You know what? It was better on the plantation. I'm going back and get that whipping. I'm going back to pick that cotton. No, you leave. You gone. You stay gone.
So let me ask you this, Mel. What's the difference between the NFL and how it's been structured with the same ownership now than it was 6 years ago?
Nothing.
Okay. So that's my point with him. Why this is necessary for him to still be in this spot that you need to be in the NFL?
If he wanted to do something about social justice and do something in the NFL, you know what he should have did?
Should have took his ass to New York and made a department in the NFL.
I was gonna say this, that too, but you could have got together some minority owners, some black owners, or minority owners, and bought it and try to get a team.
Buy the team.
Get it either try to get them that you start a new team. Even if you become a silent partner, don't let them know you're on there. Because it's all about winning. However you got to do it. That's one way of, you know what I'm saying, affecting change. Now you got a minority owned team outside of Jacksonville.
Yeah.
You got a minority owned team. You're doing something.
Yeah.
And then you go around and try to get some more minority owners involved. You're doing something. You may not be able to play anymore. You lost that.
Yeah, it's gone.
That's gone. Don't even try to go back to that. You lost that.
But head up the social injustice department of the NFL or some shit.
I'm working for change now.
Yeah.
Here's how I work for change. Now, when you come back so you can play, it looks like you coming back for selfish reasons. Whether I don't know your motive, so I can't say 100%, but that's what it looks like. But if you come back to affect change, you know, that's different.
Didn't affect the change.
You know what I'm saying? That's different. I'm gonna come back and try to get some ownership for minorities. Get some minorities in the front office.
I just hate the narrative that people say, "Oh, he lost football." No, he lost playing in the NFL. Once you took the settlement money, you lost all privileges to play in the NFL.
Just 6 or 7 months ago,
you know what
he
I'm saying?
said the NFL was racist in general, but now he wants to play in that race. That's what I said about going back to the plantation. Be the change you want to be. I agree, man.
So I mean, you know, you
can't make those statements and go back to it.
It's like he wants to have his cake and eat it too.
Right.
That's what it looks like. That's my personal opinion.
Sounds like a toxic relationship
between him and NFL.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, can't stand her, boy. She be doing this and that.
Pussy though.
That pussy good. And you back at the house.
Back in the same cycle.
Back in the same thing.
Back in the same cycle.
You gotta go. You have to break the cycle, man.
Yeah. But you know, I just need to get that off my chest because I was listening to it while I was door dashing the other day, and I'm like, what the hell is Brandon Marshall talking about? He's putting him in the same category as Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, and I'm like,
you know what the problem is?
What's that?
The problem is when you haven't lived to see some of these people, you got the idea what you think happened.
Okay.
And so you say, oh well, he must be like that.
Yeah.
But you ain't around to see that.
Yeah.
Or you haven't done any research to actually see what they actually done. You just go by the stories that's been told. You know, oh, he made this speech. I had a dream.
Yeah.
You know, Malcolm X worked for the nation.
Yeah, but he didn't see all the countless times they got arrested.
Yeah.
Hosed on, beat it on, spat
on, dogs biting.
Yeah.
You ain't see none of that.
Yeah.
You know.
And Martin wasn't involved from that.
Right.
He wasn't, you know, not being relieved of that negativity.
And back then he was called a terrorist.
Yeah.
He wasn't liked like how he's
government officials called him that.
I'm just saying, but he was.
I need to put it out there. That government officials called him that.
Now he has his own holiday. He was called a terrorist back then.
By government officials. And I'm gonna keep putting that out there.
You know what I'm saying?
But the same government gave him a day.
Right.
I mean, come on now.
That's how they infected because of him and Malcolm. They infected what you call it? Not Quick Call Pro. COINTELPRO. You know what I'm saying? They use that today.
Yeah. But you know, look, Brandon Marshall, you too big time probably for us, but if you ever see this, man, I'm gonna need you to put the whatever shit that you smoking, put it down. What Stephen A say? Stop the weed.
Man, that sounds like worse than weed.
Glass pipe. I don't know, but I can't agree with that sentiment. I can't put a guy who's to me has been very wishy-washy with his actions.
That's the biggest issue. If he was like solid all the way through, I still don't think you can put him up there with them two.
No,
but I would give him his props as being part of
a movement,
a movement of change, part of a civil rights movement.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I can give him that if you just stay solid with your movement.
Yeah,
you know,
but I can't.
But you can't. You going back to the very people you was
shitting on, calling racist. Yeah,
you gonna villainize them? Then say I'm gonna go work for you?
And took a big old settlement, and I'm willing to bet. Of course, he signed the NDR, so he'll never be able to reveal the amount of that settlement.
Yeah, you can't.
But it's millions.
You can't do that.
No,
you can't. You can't tell me this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Don't smoke crack. Don't smoke crack. You the alley smoking crack. You know what I'm saying? What?
I used to laugh at gym teachers that said don't smoke cigarettes, it's bad for your health.
Yeah, in the back.
I mean, like
these motherfucking kids got my
because I used to see them all the time. I'm like, what the hell is Miss Smith smoking a cigarette? Once you in there talking about good health,
hey,
and
Mr.
shit.
Marshall, what's up, nigga? Go back to class, no nigga.
Oh no, but we're gonna transition because we need to because me and Mel's one of our other favorite sports is hockey. We do watch some hockey. So
I gotta show this.
Show it, bro, because we gotta update you guys on the Stanley Cup playoff standings. We are in excuse me, crunch time.
You good, nigga?
Yeah. Because you got we got a game tonight, Colorado Avalanche, Edmonton Oilers, game 4. Colorado's trying to get the sweep, so they can close that series out tonight. Tomorrow you got the Rangers and Lightning, game 4. Rangers are up 2-1.
The boarding from Vander Kane.
Oh, the boarding?
Yeah. I don't know why the sound sounds so horrible. Look at that.
He pushed him and that dude went head first. But I mean, that's part of the game they're trying to clean up of hockey.
Then I was trying to find it. Let me see if I can find it.
Well, I remember back in the days.
Yeah, it did. I think this is it right here. The one with I.O.W.
Back in the days, that was a clean hit.
No, what I.O.W. did wasn't clean.
Oh, come on, Ty! You talking about I.O.W. back in the days, man? I.O.W. was the guy that he was the enforcer.
Yeah,
but he hurt some people, man. He hurt some people.
So I can get to the thing on play.
He's gonna let you get to it.
Oh, come on, y'all! Come on, there it is. They show it. No, you missed it. But anyway. So there, I'm agree. So my thing is, when you have stuff like that, man, and it's like when NFL try to clean up some things, NBA try to clean up some things, baseball, all that
certain
stuff. Certain rule changes. You can't board a guy like that. I mean, he got his back turned, and you push him into the boards.
Yeah,
you can't do that, bro.
I get you.
You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of that's out of the frustration of the series.
Yeah, because Edmonton is getting their butts whooped.
They are getting their butts whooped. They're about to get swept
tonight. Yeah, it's
about to get swept.
It's a good possibility that they, could be getting the brooms today.
Yeah, they about to get swept, bro, for real. And I think that's all the frustrated. Vander Kane was frustrated because
he's frustrated.
Right. Yeah. They frustrated, man. Yeah. And that's not me condoning that. I'm just saying that's part of the reason why that happened. I think that's out of frustration because they kind of came into this series and thinking, hey, we ain't gonna get swept. You know what I'm saying? And I think now they look like the broom's about to come out. But I said Avalanche looks strong, man.
Man,
they look like they the team to beat.
Avalanche turning back the hands of time. They looking like 90s Colorado Avalanche.
Man. Patrick Waugh.
Man, bro. Peter Forsberg, Joe Sakic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they looking like that.
That's Bob's brother.
Yeah. I mean,
RIP.
Yeah, they balling like that right now in the series, and you don't expect this from Edmonton. Obviously, they got pretty much the next apparent star in Connor McDavid, and that's not good for the NHL to have your marketable star guy.
Come on, man.
And he's about to get bounced out.
The Devils watching the hockey game like we are.
Shit, the Devils been watching.
They watching on YouTube. Like.
Yeah, they watching. But the Rangers, who in that same market area, surprising the hell out of me.
Me too. I thought it'd be Tampa Bay and Colorado.
I mean, Tampa Bay is
finally won.
Yeah, they finally got one last night, but geez, they when they started 0-2, I'm like, I didn't see that coming.
Oh boy, man, for the rain, that goalie.
Their goalie? I can't remember his name.
Stan.
I might have to look it up, but
I think I got it written down. Hold on.
No, but he's.
So I be trying to remember his name, be forgetting so bad.
No, he's been hard to get a goal on.
Man, this whole playoffs, man, he been unstoppable.
It's been ridiculous. Yes, Shesterkin.
Shesterkin.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man.
Yeah, Shesterkin, man. He's been.
Yeah, he's been ridiculous. No, can't even lie. Can't even lie about that.
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah, it's close enough. We don't know how to spell it. You probably ain't even pronouncing it right.
Last name should be Smith like everybody else. So you remember that shit.
But yeah, I'm with you. I think Edmonton get closed out tonight.
Even with the Hurricane series, you go to Rangers Hurricane. The Hurricane found a way to score on Shesterkin.
They did,
but it's only at home, and they never scored. I'm mistaken. More.
Yeah, but Game 7 was here in Raleigh, and they couldn't do shit.
But I'm saying they never scored more than 2 or 3 goals.
Yeah.
So he still was playing a solid game.
Yeah.
It's just if you look at the Hurricanes on paper, the Hurricanes is better than the Rangers.
Yeah, but
all 4 of their lines is better.
But their power play sucked.
Yeah, the power play sucked.
They couldn't score on power plays.
And they can't win at home. They can't win away from home.
Can't win away. Yeah.
And I was telling somebody at work, we was talking. I was like, look, on this series here, it's gonna come back to hunt them losing all these games away. Because all it takes is one steal.
Mm-hmm.
Still one game from them
on the road.
Because if you think about every
everybody's
playoff,
been winning at home.
But let's talk about in playoffs in general, in every sport, you always had that one bad game.
Yeah.
That's all it takes. So if you can't win away from home and it goes back and forth, all it takes is that one time when you need to win, you had that's when your bad game show up.
Yep.
It's a wrap. That's how I said that's gonna be their downfall. What happened? Game 7
at home.
They got their butts kicked.
Blown out the damn building. Blown out the building. And then the Rangers took that momentum and went 2-0 on the back-to-back defending champs.
The only thing I say about Tampa is it was down against the Maple Leafs.
Yeah, and they came back.
They came back.
And they struggled with the Florida Panthers a little bit. A little bit. Yeah. And I was worried for a second, and then they end up
coming back
4-1. I think it was 4-1. They won it series.
So
yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Hey,
we got
in order to beat a man, you gotta beat the man, and they the 2-time back-to-back Stanley Cup champs.
I don't know, man. I know Shesterkin is playing well, but I think if they go against Colorado, if they beat Tampa Bay and go against Colorado,
yeah, but they still got to finish Tampa Bay first.
I'm saying if they beat
that's still a task now.
Yeah, I'm saying that's
still a task.
If they beat Tampa, go against Colorado, I think Colorado's would.
Yeah,
I think that's a wrap.
If the Rangers see Colorado,
I think that's a wrap.
Colorado dust them motherfuckers out of here, but no. All right, y'all, that's our show. We calling it a wrap. That's episode 158 in the books. The wild card tomorrow, I will be up 11 o'clock, the 23rd hour with me, late night owl show. So definitely check that out. Hey, go enjoy the rest of your week. Y'all come back Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, episode 159. It's your boy Wildcard Mar, the man with the Grandmaster Plan, Detroit Mail. It's been real. Peace and love, y'all. Deuces.